You are watching YETicket.com with Al McGee, movie reviews and interviews. This is YETicket.com, YETicket.com, your entertainment ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. 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 We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. YETicket.com.
Hey, this is Al McGee with your entertainment ticket. Wow, I'm here at the Arts Garage, and they got a great show going on called, what is it called?
It's called The Devil's Music, The Life and Blues of Bessie Smith.
And the reason I had her to tell you that, because this is Avery Sommers, and she's playing Bessie Smith. I saw the show. You got to come see the show. Also, I'm here with Elijah G. And what's your character's name?
Pickle.
And Pickle is the piano player, and this is all set in the 30s. And, she's at another club, but she's explaining the life of Bessie Smith. But, wow, when she opened her mouth, I thought I was in the 30s, and I could have swore that was Bessie Smith. But first, Avery.
Yes.
Bessie Smith, how can you relate to such a wonderful woman like that? And you such a wonderful performer like that, too. So what's your relationship with Bessie Smith?
Well, I'll tell you this. I have always loved Bessie Smith. I think so many of us know Bessie Smith, but we don't know the life she led. So this gorgeous play came about, this play with music, and my director, who you will meet later, asked me to come and audition, and I auditioned for this role. I tell you something, it's big shoes to fill.
It sure is.
Tell you, big shoes to fill.
And you fill them too. I mean, I saw Bessie Smith when I saw you on stage performing it, and with your songs and the way you were singing it too. I mean, it really set me back. I mean, how did you get the feeling of her music and also to project it to the audience?
Well, we did a lot of research. I did listen to Bessie Smith quite a lot. And I wanted to hear her voice, but I didn't feel that I needed to try to become Bessie Smith. We never were set out to do that. We did not want that.
You could have fooled me.
Well, thank you. We really worked very hard on getting the music with the tempos just right with Elijah. We worked hard on that because it's a very specific sound. And then we decided that, well, that type of music is going to be too slow for a show because it would make the show 3 hours and Bessie would be dead. So we had to speed up the tempos for the show, but to keep the essence of that music in the 30s, and he's diligent about that.
Wow, Elijah, and you as Pickle, the piano player, man, you got some really good fingers. You're from Sunrise, Florida, right?
Yeah, Sunrise, Florida, right across Sawgrass Mall.
And what'd you study?
I studied at Florida State University for jazz studies and then commercial music.
Wow, and man, and did you think you're just going to be in musical theater also?
You know what? It's kind of funny because when I graduated from FSU, I never thought I would be in musical theater world. And then my mentor, Phil Hinton, kind of brought me along on one of my first dinner shows. And then from there, I started doing off-Broadway, and then I'm here. And this was my first acting gig. So I didn't imagine myself acting either because I looked at the script, and there's a guy named Pickle. And I was like, okay, I'm just a director. Who's gonna be this guy, Pickle? Mm-hmm. Oh, you're going to be acting. I was like, what? But it's been a joy. Jeannie is an amazing director, and then Avery, with like her mental amount of experience, they helped me, bring me up to speed into the acting world. And, I kind of relate everything I do in music with acting in terms of inflections, think of them as different keys. And
right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun.
I can tell you really having a lot of fun up there. Now, were you very familiar with Bessie Smith's music or that music from that time period?
Yes, I was familiar with that music at the time. And I got to know her a lot more when I started work on the play. And the biggest thing when, I was given like the music and everything, and then like Bessie, Avery was saying, was the trickiest part was, we couldn't replicate the music all the way because again, it's really slow, it's dragging, there's a lot of vibrato and grit, and it's just like it would just kill the audience and stuff because it's just too long and stuff. So bringing it up to speed, like to like at least
to modern times,
at least 1940s jazz. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows that style, and it's like Frank Sinatra and stuff, and it's easy to listen more, and we can still have the pocket and that essence of Bessie.
And when you get on stage and before you start singing her songs, I mean, what do you start thinking about when you get ready to sing her songs?
Well, I think we've worked so diligently about Bessie and worked really hard to keep all of the focus in this piece. The thing that I learned from my director is that there's the show and then there's Bessie's life and how we bridge those two things. So I run through my show backstage. I sing in the car on the way down from West Palm. I sing the songs, the lyrics, to make sure they hang because there are so many songs in the show that start with "My Man Left Me."
Yeah, exactly, right.
Over and over again. And so I just have to really know which one comes next, And the drinking helps.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, the drinking helps. But, you did sing one of my favorite songs, Give Me a Pig Foot and a Bottle of Beer.
Oh, see, that's caught in the middle of that wonderful song. I know that song very well. But this one, it's caught in the middle of Bad Mood Blues. And it just really helps you to know where Bessie's coming from.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Oh, man, she was a very colorful character.
Yes.
And, I listen to a lot of entertainers, and they say, well, on stage, my life is wonderful, but when I get home, my personal life is a mess. That's how her personal life was, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I fell in love with her, but she was just tortured. She was tortured. In her heart, in her spirit, it was torture because I think she always felt like she was looking for her mom and dad, and she was raised by her sister, but basically she raised herself.
Yeah, of course she did.
She raised herself, and it was hard.
Now, Elijah, being a musician yourself and listening to that music from back in time, like you said, you had to speed it up for modern times, but don't you get a good appreciation of that music from back then?
Oh, I get an immense appreciation because, Bessie paved the way for a lot of vocalists and musicians of today. And to be honest, the reason why most pop music sound the way it is from Bessie. Like, she was the root of it, And just going back and seeing, hearing those melodies and those lyrics, I mean, I'm like, wow, it's timeless, and it's just beautiful music, man.
It really is. And the way you tickle those keys on that piano, oh, man, I said, this guy's pretty good.
Give him away. He's 25. And I
Wow.
call him 25.
Wow.
So I think when he's 35, whoa.
Herbie Hancock here, huh?
Yes.
Better.
Monster. A
Oh,
monster.
man.
Because he's already there. So it's really wonderful. He's a joy to work with. And I told my director, and I would always say, he's so cute. We love him. We love him.
Yeah, I see y'all really work together on stage.
Yeah.
Also, you also have other members too, a
Yes.
bass player, a horn player, and a drummer too.
Yes. Yes.
To fill the music of Bessie Smith. And the way you move too, I'm sure that Jeannie, your director too, also taught you some way to move like Bessie. How did you figure that out?
Well, actually, it's
A little natural.
It's
huh?
a little natural, I think. Bessie is, I tried to embody what I think she would have been like, because none of us knows. But I just think that she felt like she needed to be big enough, bigger than the world to handle her life.
Right.
And so I try to bring that bigness of myself It's not the easiest thing to do because that's not who I am, you know, but that's the actress that says she needs to be big. She's got to fill that space. So she spreads herself big to make her life meaningful to her.
And also, you're a very experienced actor. You have really been in a lot of plays and movies too. Now, what else do you want to do?
I love directing too. You know, I mean that. Yeah. Well, you know, when I worked with my sister, fortunately, she, I think, was a very good director and a very good actress, and she taught me a lot about choosing a piece, putting the set together, choosing my actors, work through the piece, how to make it work and everything. And I've really tried to keep that, but mostly directing myself because I love just doing cabaret. That's my world. My sweet spot is standing right there in the crook of a piano. Wow. Yeah.
Wow, great.
That's what I love the most.
That is great. Yeah. And also, how you see yourself in the future now, Elijah? You're a young man. Man, there's a lot in the world for you to grasp. What do you want to do?
To be honest, I would love to be the next Quincy Jones, like a producer. Yeah, as
my musical hero.
Yeah, as a producer, and my main thing is like, you know, I still have so much to go. I would like to experience anything musical, you know, like any type of music. I just love music in general, and I appreciate the arts so much. So if I'm in different elements, you know, whether it's theater, jazz trios, rock, reggae bands, I'm getting a full scope of like creativity from the different genres I do, and then, you know, it'll inspire me to create when I'm in the studio and stuff. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Elijah. Great meeting you, Mr. G.
Mr. G, pleasure meeting you as well.
Right.
And this young lady, I've been knowing her for a while, been knowing her talent for a while, but finally got her in my arms again.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I want to thank you guys for taking time for your entertainment ticket and come see the show.
You are watching YETicket.com with Al McGee, movie reviews and interviews. This is YETicket.com. YETicket.com, your entertainment ticket.
We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. 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 We are your entertainment ticket, that's right. YETicket.com. YETicket.com.